Hey guys, this video is going to be about Sync 3 and the new 3.0 update. The 3.0 update I think released a couple of weeks back. I've been reading a lot on the forums before I actually did my own update. There's been a lot of questions about different keys that you can use. Is there certain keys that work or don't work? I'm going to cover that part. I'm going to show you how to do the update. There's also some stuff. It's not as straightforward as you'd think. It's not very difficult. This is the official release from Ford. I know certain people have had the 3.0 update already through back channels, but it wasn't the official Ford update. This is the official Ford update. As for what it does do a whole lot, but the stuff it does are pretty cool. One of the things I really enjoy myself is that the screen, you can keep it at night mode, which takes away that glaring blue, so it can kind of stay dark, which I like a lot better inside the cab of the truck. So, I mean, I have a Ford Raptor, but this will work pretty much for anybody who has the Sync 3 system. So, first things first, you got to go on ownerford.com. You go there, you log, you make an account if you don't have one. That's pretty straightforward. I won't get into how to do that. Once you're logged in, you're going to click on confirm your sync update. Now, I've already done the update, and I did something wrong. Excuse me. I'll explain to you what I did wrong, but I'm going to take you through the different steps, okay? And I'm working with a Mac, and I mean, I can't really give you much info on how to do it with a Windows computer, but I'll tell you the problems that I ran into running in with a Mac, because it wasn't as straightforward as it probably should have been. So you click on begin sync update. So that's really easy. You just click on that, and that'll bring you to the page where you basically have to start downloading. So you go to the step 1, you get the USB. Now you need a USB that's 32 gigs. Okay, here's my scan disk, which is 32 gigs. And it's not password protected, and it's formatted exfat. If you don't know how to exfat in Mac, I'll show you real quick. That's pretty easy. Come here, go to the, type in Finder disk utility. Disk utility on the Mac, and you just click on this. And that'll bring up this. You plug in your USB key. So I will not be erasing my USB key, but I'll just show you how to do it. It's really simple. Once it's in, you're gonna wait till it shows up. Now it's showing up. There it is, EMTC B250. So that's mine. It's already here. You're just gonna click erase, and then you'll see an option to do it in exfat. That's all it is. Simple as that. Once it's empty, go with an empty USB key. A lot of people have been asking, which USB key do I need to use? Listen, if it's an exfat USB key with 32 gigs of data, they all work. This is nonsense. People saying, oh, you need to buy this key and that key, it won't read certain keys. I'm sure there's certain keys that it won't read, but in general, if you buy a new key, a 32 gig key, and you format it exfat, it will work, okay? So once you've got the USB key, you're gonna start the download, okay? Now make sure, this is the important part, and a lot of people are making mistakes on this. When you start the download, save it into your computer, okay? So you're gonna press agree, and it'll start downloading. Now the first thing, do not download it in Safari. I am currently in Safari. You do not wanna use Safari, because for me anyways, and I don't know if it's like this for everybody else, Safari will automatically unzip the files. So that's a pain in the ass, because what it ends up doing is it creates a file, not like this, not a zip file. It'll be already unzipped, and I had 6 files in it. You're not supposed to have 6 files. You're only, when you download it, you're supposed to have this here, and then when you unzip it, you're going to have this file here and these 3. That's all you should have. You should have auto install, the don't index .msa file, and the sync my ride file with 6 files in it. I had the 6 files, don't know why. And the other thing is, I did not use what they say to use on the website to unzip the files. I think what they tell you to use is Stuff It Expander. Wasn't working for me. I didn't use that. I ended up using unarchiver. You can download those easily on the App Store. You just go on the App Store, download those, and boom. So let's go back to where we were. You're gonna click Start Download on Firefox, preferably. Excuse me. And then what you'll do is, once the download you have it, you're gonna have a file that looks like this. Okay, so let's look. You get this, save it on your desktop, and you're gonna have this file right here. Okay, which is JR3T14G381 all zip. Once you use unarchiver, you're going to have this folder right here. I named it untitled 2. It doesn't really matter. You can name it whatever you want. Then you'll have this. You open this file, and you got these 3. That's all you need. These 3 files. So then you're gonna take all these 3 files, and you're gonna put them in right here, your USB key. Do not unzip the files in your USB key, okay? Unzip them on your desktop and then put them in. And there's no file you have to unzip except this one file, which is this right here. That's the only thing you have to unzip. Don't start unzipping different files or anything. Once you have it here, you have these 3 files. It's really easy. Once you've got this done, you're gonna eject that little button there. You're gonna take your USB key, which is right here, and you're gonna put it in your truck or your car. Now, the one thing though I have to warn is, once you put it in your truck, there's no prompts. There's nothing that tells you it's working. There's nothing that's going on. This USB key doesn't even have a light, so I had no idea if it was working. Now this one does have a light, so I could see something was happening. When it started to work after like 5-6 minutes, there was a small prompt on the top that said updating software. Now that thing went on for about 20 minutes without it really doing anything, from as far as I could tell. And then it said it needed to shut down. So it shut down by itself. By the way, the car has to be running. Make sure your car is running while you're doing all this. You can't just be on the electrical part of it. You have to actually start the vehicle. So once that's done and it shuts down, you don't remove the USB key. I removed the USB key, and what that prevented from doing is, once you get to the 4th part, right? Because now we've downloaded the file, so let's download that. Agreed. So I'm gonna just stop the download because we don't really need that. Okay, we got that. Then you go to your vehicle. You're gonna install the sync updates. That's done. You're at step 3, right? So now you've left the key in. It's shut down. Then what it's gonna do, it's gonna copy a file onto your computer, onto your USB key, sorry. The car will. And once it does that, you will have to come back with the USB key, put it in, and you see this it'll look something like this. You have to upload it into your Ford owner.ford.com username, and what'll happen is it will register that you have the latest update for Sync 3. Otherwise, you will be getting emails and stuff, update to Sync 3, or you won't know which version of Sync 3 you're on. I unfortunately pulled the key out thinking that the thing was done. It was done, but it didn't copy this one file into my USB key, so I can't update it. So what I would have to do is reinstall the entire update, which I really don't feel like doing. I'll just, next time there's an update, I'll make sure that I'll keep tabs on what's going on, and that way I'll know exactly what's happening. So the things that are added, like I said, you can keep the daytime, nighttime mode. That's a cool thing for Sync 3. The other thing is you have Waze, which is a really good navigation app, which now works. It doesn't work. It works out of the mobile apps. It doesn't work directly from your phone. Your phone's gonna turn black, so you can't really use anything else while you're using Waze, but Waze does work. I can confirm that. And the other stuff is really, they changed the Ford logo. There's a few other little upgrades. The one thing that kind of got me mad is Spotify no longer works as a mobile app. They have removed Spotify. I guess Ford and Spotify and CarPlay not working all together. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, if this was any help, or if you have any questions and I wasn't clear, listen, just send me a comment below. I will make sure to answer all the questions and help you guys out. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers I will be doing a couple of videos. I'm going to do a video about a couple of the mods that I've done on my truck. I know I haven't done anything since last year. I've added quite a few things, including something from Built Right Industries, which is a fantastic bed rack, and I'll show all that stuff to you guys. Just if you guys can help me out get to the 1,000 subscribers, I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free, and I'll answer them as best I can. I hope this video helped everybody. Like I said, Sync 3, it's one of the better systems compared to you know, what Chevy or GM have. You know, is it better than, say, BMW and stuff? I mean, it's a little different. CarPlay is a little different, but there's also something really cool out there that if your phone is jailbroken, you can use all your apps on CarPlay, which is really cool. Maybe I'll do a video on that. It's called NXG Play or CarBridge are the two apps. But I'll get into that a whole different time. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And if there's any questions, guys, please don't hesitate. Just hit me up. Okay, thank you. See you again. GeoCap out.